What's up, people? How y'all doing? I am still over the moon after what happened at Salt Lake City, and unfortunately, I've yet to do my recap video. That'll be a little later in the week. But before I get to that, folks, I just want to address my 2 cents on the incident between Jason Anderson and Hunter Lawrence. But first of all, before I get to that, guys, I can't stress this enough. Please subscribe to me if you think I'm worth listening to, or if you just want to see some more of my games or my game show series or whatnot. But if you think I'm worth listening to, just hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. So I've already given out my purpose for this video. I'm going to put up my banner here. Let's get into this. And as you can see on my banner, racing incident all around. Okay. That incident between Jason Anderson and Hunter Lawrence was purely a racing incident. Okay. Now, am I for aggressive? And Jason Anderson has been known to ride overly aggressive or just aggressive, period. Do I like aggressive racing? Sure. Really, Supercross is a contact sport. And really, the AMA should not have handed out any penalties at all. Okay? Really. The AMA just proved what a bunch of spineless pricks they are, let me tell you. Because really, it's clear that they don't know aggressive racing if it hit them in the face. And what we saw against Jason Anderson and Hunter Lawrence was clearly a racing incident. And let me tell you, Jason Anderson has been known to put guys down, and there was a time back in the day where I thought, or probably 10 years ago, where I thought that Jason Anderson, the way that he was riding, he was asking for payback. And did Hunter Lawrence give him payback? You bet he did. So I would call that even. And you know what? The first time I saw that incident, I thought, nothing wrong with that. But a part of me did feel that Jason Anderson could have gotten by Hunter Lawrence without putting him in the tough blocks. Okay. Now, obviously, everyone's going to have their own viewpoints on whatnot. But still, regardless of the circumstances, the AMA should not have handed out any penalties. But I can understand why they did. But with Jason Anderson putting Hunter Lawrence down, that could have gone either way. But still, that was a racing incident. It was 100% aggressive. But at the same time, I also feel that Jason Anderson could have gotten by Hunter Lawrence without putting him down on the ground. Okay? And of course, with Hunter Lawrence getting back on Jason Anderson like that, nothing wrong with that either. That's just a case of, when payback comes, you know what they say, payback's a bitch. And Hunter Lawrence did just that. And like I said earlier in the season, when Jet Lawrence and Jason Anderson got in a scuffle after that, there was nothing wrong with that either. But it became pretty clear that Jason Anderson could dish it out, but he can't take it. And if you can't take a little contact when it comes to you, you don't belong in this sport, really. But even back then, I still felt that Jet Lawrence was guilty of bad judgment, just like with Chase Sexton and Cooper Webb. Really. I thought that when Webb was trying to get by Sexton, and Sexton had just made a bad decision, nothing wrong with that. Everyone makes mistakes, Just like it's like we're trying to get around a lapper, and then the lapper just moves over into the wrong direction. I can't think of another example there, but still, off the top of my head, but still. Anyway, back to this one. It's pretty clear this was a total racing incident, and the AMA does not know aggressive racing if it hit them in the face. Plain and simple, okay? Now, if you're going to hold some races like that, where everybody's forbidden from making contact, you're basically asking you're basically turning Supercross into a two-wheel version of NASCAR. And then some. I mean, when Jeremy McGrath made his passes, I mean, obviously he didn't put guys on the ground, but he did it to a point where he kind of like would. I can remember at Indy 99 when he ran it into Jeff Emig, and Emig wasn't able to do the triple. Okay? That was in the heat race. Okay? And especially when he and Carmichael got into it at 2000 at San Diego in the heat race, I didn't see anything wrong that Ricky did, but you make Jeremy McGrath angry, you can bet your booties that he is going to get back at you. And but he'll do it in a way that he doesn't. But he'll do it in a way that doesn't involve putting the guys on the ground. Now, I can honestly say that what we saw from Jason Anderson and Hunter Lawrence was aggressive racing at its finest. Okay? And Jason Anderson even said himself that if the sport needs a part that needs a villain part, he'll play that part. But quite frankly, you do that, and you better be ready when somebody pays you back. And did I think that Jason Anderson was ready for that? No. But did I think Hunter Lawrence should have been disqualified? Absolutely not. The way I see it, it's payback, and Jason Anderson and Hunter Lawrence are even. Okay? Because really, if you can make contact with someone and you can't take it when it comes to you, you're proving that you don't belong in this sport. As Davey Coombs once said, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Okay? Now, obviously, could Hunter Lawrence have now, obviously, no, I'm not going to go that route, but still, with Hunter Lawrence doing what he did to Jason Anderson, you know that golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And quite frankly, Jason Anderson ought to be grateful that Hunter Lawrence kept him upright. If Hunter had put Jason Anderson down, I would certainly have had a problem with that, because I thought that was unnecessary roughness. And I could understand if Hunter Lawrence was penalized if he put Jason Anderson on the ground, but he didn't. And I don't think that a penalty should have been issued to both guys. But Jason Anderson, that could have gone either way. But still, regardless of what happens, the AMA just proved that they don't know aggressive racing when it hits them in the face. That's the bottom line. So, thanks, guys. That's all I have for today. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And once again, thanks for watching. And remember, subscribe if you think I'm worth listening to, or if you just want to see some of my other videos. So, thanks, guys. Subscribe. I'll have my recap up later this week.